Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Today we're talking about fireplaces and it's getting cold outside. I'm looking out the window. Um, so when you're using your fireplace, whether it's wood or gas, what are you supposed to smell inside your house? Because this is an issue where we find where customers think it's normal. If you have a wood burning fireplace going, to smell smoke in your house. And customers will even tell me, "Oh, I love that smell. It reminds me of when I was a kid and all this kind of stuff." The reality is, if we call them products of combustion, smoke, all that kind of stuff is leaking into your house and you're breathing it in, that's not healthy. Everything that burns should go to the outside. And most commonly, people have this problem when they first light it because everything's cold. And we can go over it in another video, and let me know if you want to hear about this, about how to preheat venting systems. And towards the end, when it starts to burn down, it starts to cool off, you lose your flue gas heat. And that heat is what makes it rise. And I can tell you that probably 75% of the time when we have customers that complain about smells, there's something else going on. It's not just, it can be. A perfect fireplace cannot vent correctly if you don't have the proper fuel, you don't heat it correctly. That is very common. Or there is a heating and air conditioning problem inside your house. It's called negative pressure, where your house doesn't have enough air to put fresh air into the fireplace to go out. Sometimes even when you're not using it, you feel the cold air coming down, which is something, it's negative pressure. It's your house is under a suction and it's pulling air down. And as soon as you light a fire, it's going to pull smoke into your house. But probably 50, 75% of the time, there's something else going on. The chimney's had lightning strikes, chimney fires. It's had long-term water leaks where the venting system is not sealed from top to bottom, or the chimney cap at the top does not allow smoke to come out. So it's important that we get a good inspection of the fireplace that smells, or if you are not 100% sure, always have it inspected, because any little flaw can cause that problem. So it could have a crack or a hole inside the venting system that's letting air in and sparks and soot out in certain situations and makes the fireplace not work correctly. So anytime you smell smoke inside your house, it's time to start figuring out, okay, what's wrong? Is it something inside that's incorrect, the fireplace? Because a lot of times you can't even see it. Is it a design problem where the venting system is too small for your fireplace opening, or is it too big for your fireplace opening? All these things can be true. And the funny thing is, and customers often mistake this, some people will use it over and over and over again, and they think that their house getting smoky or smelling fire inside their house is totally normal. And they will tell you, "Oh, this fireplace works great." Even better, "It works great. I love the smell it makes inside my house." That is not normal. It is not correct. So anytime you smell anything, if it doesn't work correctly, if the damper, you're not sure how to operate it, or if it's fully open, because it should always be fully open before you use it, whether gas logs or wood burning fireplace should always be all the way open. If it's not working correctly, which means 100% of it goes to the outside, something is wrong. We need to figure out what's wrong before we can fix it. Because people call me all the time like, "Hey, it doesn't draft correctly. How much to repair this?" And a great question at that point is, okay, what's making it not draft correctly? Just think about that. If I don't know what's wrong, what's making the problem, how do I know how much it is to fix? And for people who just quote stuff over the phone or quote stuff like just give me a laundry list of this is what's wrong in these situations, that's not 100% correct, because we don't know what's wrong. Like I said, it could have been struck by lightning, even if you didn't own it. A lot of times after it's struck by lightning, no one puts a camera system inside to look for it. A lot of times, look at the inside of the chimney, and we'll find where we see holes and cracks and all kinds of stuff. It could have had a chimney fire a long time ago before you even owned it, which has cracks and holes. Those things can only be found through specialized inspection devices that inspect the inside of the fireplace with cameras. So if you're not sure, always have it inspected. And if you smell stuff, like you walk into restaurants, one of the restaurants are hard because they have a bunch of vent hoods for their stoves that suck air out of the restaurant. And when it sucks air out, what replaces that air? If they have a fireplace, sometimes it's air from the fireplace. There are a lot of breakfast home store kind of restaurants where you walk in and you smell, especially pizza ovens, where you smell smoke as soon as you walk in. And generally that's a venting problem of some type. So if you smell smoke, it's time to get that fireplace inspected. And it could be as simple as, if your fireplace is perfect, there's nothing wrong with it, that there's not enough air inside your house to provide combustion air, fresh air to go up your chimney to make it work correctly. I've had it where literally if you turn on your vent hood, if your kitchen's connected to the same room as your fireplace, turn on that vent hood and it's going to eliminate some of the air out of that space. And unless you crack a window or crack a door, that thing's not going to work. So there's lots of reasons fireplaces don't work. It can even be fuel. If you have wet wood and it's not providing a whole lot of heat, but it's just sort of smoking and smoldering, that can cause problems, even a fireplace that works correctly. So if you have issues, if you're not sure, if you still have questions, give us a call, schedule an appointment. I think right now we still have appointments open this week. So we just opened up another truck, and if you want them, call quick because they're going to go fast if they're not already full. So I really appreciate it. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate the like. And if you have questions, give us a call. Let us know. We'll be happy to take care of you. Like it, share it. It lets us help as many people as possible. I appreciate it. Thanks.